Okay, I know that a lot of you may find this pointless or tell me to simply move on, that I don't need to prove anything to him, and that he won't care. I get it. However, this is something I really need to do in order to do so. I want to get other folks' advice on what I should do after his affair. I want to read them to him and his parents so they hear what other people have to say about the situation. His parents have been babying him and minimizing the situation, not holding him accountable and shielding him from any shame or consequences of his actions, and they're insistent that I'll get over it and that it's not as big of a deal as I'm making it out to be. I'm leaving. The very beginning of February, less than 3 months after our wedding, I caught my husband having an affair for about a month with a coworker. On NYE, I used his phone to call an Uber and saw some Instagram notifs in his notification center. They were DMs from someone whose name I didn't recognize. It seemed as if he was talking to her about how drunk he was and how he was out for New Year's. I looked her profile up on Instagram that night and she was private. Forgot about it shortly after. A few weeks later, I hugged him after work and noticed he was wearing cologne. He works as a nurse and it's a scent-free situation. I questioned him about it and he said he smelled bad that morning and decided to wear some. I saw him shower that morning and put on deodorant, and I told him that. He quickly shrugged it off and changed the subject. A couple weeks later, he forgot his phone in the bathroom. It lit up with some DMs from the same person, but this time they didn't seem innocent. She was telling him she was coming home from vacation that day and missed him at work. Then there was a message that said, "Yeah, if it helps, I don't really get much action while we were gone." And then, "Nothing on your birthday? Wow, that wouldn't happen if you were my husband, LOL. I'll have to fix that on Wednesday." I was kind of in denial and thought he maybe was just being inappropriately flirty/sexty, which was a problem once in the past. I attempted to look her up on Instagram and realized she had blocked me on all social media. I tried checking his phone and socials, but he changed all the passwords. I managed to get into his phone, but all the Instagram messages were gone. The next day I was at work and got some clues that he hacked into my Instagram. Upon questioning him, he admitted he thought I was hiding something. He's known to project. I bluffed and told him I knew he was hiding something and gave him a few chances to come clean. He admitted he had been flirting with a coworker. I told him it was more than that and I knew everything, so he might as well be honest. He admitted he had been having sex with a coworker, Tilda, twice a week at work for over a month. Well, of course, at first he said it was only once before I beat it out of him. It was the worst feeling in the world. I had a whole breakdown. I kicked him out. He's been living at his mother's since then, and just now are we deciding to sit down together and decide what to do going forwards. Some more details. They are both married and both knew about it. He had been flirting for weeks before he made the move. They had sex at work and had code words to text each other, making sure it was safe. She was older with 3 kids. I was pregnant at the time and was incredibly sick with RSV. I miscarried the week I kicked him out. She told her husband he showed no guilt, no hesitation, and no intention of stopping. That he initiated a conversation about their sex lives, claiming ours was dead. We had sex 3+ a week with the exception of that 2 weeks because I was very sick. He bought her a Victoria's Secret gift card for Christmas before the affair started. He told her he thought of her every time we had sex in order to finish. After digging, I also found he had sexted and exchanged nudes with 2 separate exes about 8 months before the wedding. She was not on birth control and they took no precautions. So let's hear it. Why is it the right decision to leave? Top comment, point blank period. OP, your husband lacks a moral compass. Nothing you say or read to him can change that. But if this is an exercise to help you realize that your feelings and emotions are valid, I understand. A marriage is built on a foundation of love, honesty, and trust. But apparently you are the only one who took that foundation seriously and wanted to build on it and not tear it down. Your husband has taught you 2 important life lessons. When our person shows you who they are, believe them. And 2, People treat us how we allow them to. In a span of a few months, your husband revealed himself to be an adulterous liar who not only lacks a moral compass, but one willing to put your life and the life of your unborn child at risk by having unprotected sex. His actions caused you tremendous stress during your pregnancy, which should have been one of the most beautiful moments of your life. He will have to live with the fact that he quite literally chose to throw a grenade and blow up your marriage. He hurt you beyond measure. He lost his unborn child likely in part due to his despicable behavior. Now please, close this chapter of your life and move on. You deserve something that he is not capable of providing. Love, honesty, and respect. Good luck. This is for your rainbow baby. Second comment, because your DH has absolutely zero respect for your physical or emotional health. He was willing to risk the health of his unborn child by having unprotected sex with you and another woman. That's next level type of behavior. You are only recently married. You should still be in the stars, sunshine and rainbow part of your relationship. He literally threw away your vows within weeks of making them. He has shown he seeks external validation from women multiple times because he feels shit about himself, no matter the damage it would do to you. F-skeek them both and his family. Don't tie yourself to decades of this shit. Third comment, he sucks and his parents suck. Absolute POS. And you can see where he gets it from. Seriously, it sounds like he has absolutely no remorse whatsoever. Just read what you wrote about what he said about you. The level of disrespect is unreal. He's scum. Seriously, why on earth would you even want to still be with this man? It's not even a question of forgiveness. Like, what is there to understand? What is the appeal? He's a cheater and a liar, and his behavior and lack of remorse, or any effort to demonstrate genuine regret or care about your feelings, shows that he just doesn't love you. I mean, what kind of a scumbag does that to his pregnant wife? Reconciliation hardly ever works, and where it does, it's typically in cases where the wayward partner confesses it's a one-time thing. They feel horrible and have a deep, genuine remorse focused on their partner, not on themselves. It sounds like none of those apply here. Think about what you want, but if you have any self-respect, then ask yourself why you shouldn't just kick his ass to the curb and find someone who actually does love and respect you. I mean, what are you going to do the next time he does this again? Forgive him again? Fourth comment, I'm so sorry. They both had a hand in your baby dying. Get a lawyer ready for divorce and to discuss the wrongful termination of your baby. See what they say. Take half of your money out today in a separate account. Tell HR. They need to be fired as they are using work to screw, and that's not allowed at all. They will be fired. Tell his AP you can create other IG accounts to contact her. That BC of what they did that you are suing for the wrongful termination of a fetus. Scare the crap out of her, whether you mean to sue or not. If you live in any of the states where babies have more rights than the mother carrying them, this could work out for you. And whatever you do could be covered by temporary insanity, BC. Your baby died, and you're going through a lot internally. Just thought I'd share in case you do more things. Take screenshots of her profile on IG and post it publicly saying what she did with your husband, full well knowing he's married, and how you lost your baby's life. Let the public go after her. People hate cheaters and baby killers. Once you've finished with them both, they won't have jobs, will be broke, and the public will hate them. Fifth comment. You were pregnant. He didn't respect that, care for you, ensure your future child's health. It's hard to think your miscarriage isn't related to the stress caused by his affair. He disregarded your health by having sex, let alone unprotected sex, good Lord, with someone else. He disregarded your feelings, lied to you, betrayed you, and shattered your trust. Make no mistake, cheating is abuse. I cheated when I was much younger, and fairly recently was cheated on. It is not to be tolerated or excused. Frankly, since he didn't tell you outright and has made no moves to engage in therapy, for himself not couples, to give you his phone, give up his privacy, change jobs to be away from AP, break off all contact with her, and confess the affair to all your loved ones and friends to prevent him from being able to do this again. He's not worth staying with. He's hoping you forgive him. He'll be more careful in the future and in all likelihood will cheat again. He betrayed you so thoroughly, even divulging details of your sex life and bad-mouthing his pregnant wife in the process, that there is no coming back from this one. I'm sorry, and you deserve better. There are lots of nice, smart, good-looking men out there who don't cheat. I'd like to think I am one, and I hope you find one after you divorce this inconsiderate asshole.